Welcome. It's time to check the game notes. The game notes crew. We're fresh off the trip to St. Louis for the Frozen Four. Special guest joining us in a little bit. Western Michigan Bronco Owen Michaels. Might have heard of him. MVP of the tournament, Army.
Oh my God. I can't believe how hot are we running right now, Merman? How hot are we running? Let's go through
all we needed was the Chicklets guys to chirp us.
That's all we needed.
And we're hot. And you know
Buzzing.
what else? Know what else I needed is Whit chirping me about not only my college hockey, but my overall picks. And what do I do last night?
Oh my!
I hit a plus 1147 parlay on the DraftKings Sportsbook. There you see it. Columbus to win, St. Louis to win, Fantilli, Werenski, Neighbors a point. In the third period, Cairo cashes the ticket, plus 1174 on DraftKings. And doesn't it turn out that today's show is brought to you by DraftKings? After the long grind of the regular season, it's finally time to start the playoff beard. The quest to hoist the Stanley Cup is heating up, and the action is even hotter at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. The postseason for the fastest game on ice is here. If this is your first time experiencing and betting on playoff hockey, strap in for an epic playoff run. It's super easy to get started at DraftKings Sportsbook. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win, the money line. Go to the app, select your team, and place your first bet. It's that easy. And if you're new to DraftKings, listen up. New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Chicklets. That's code Chicklets for new customers to get that $200 in bonus bets we just talked about when you bet just $5 only on the DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours, Army.
The crown is yours, buddy. What was that? Like a 6-leg parlay thing you did last night? I mean, that is unbelievable. You had to will it a little bit into existence. What's up, Carter Hurley? Armzempic. That's right. I've got to get on the Armzempic. I've got to get it back going again. Tough week in St. Louis, tough travel, just eating out of a dumpster when I could eat. Merles, you know how it is. But you were willing this on social media last night into existence with the Cairo point. I was following along. I was loving it. I was going, holy shit, this guy might do it. This guy might have it. Merles might put it together. All the chirping, all the negativity, all the what do these guys know, all the Merles is so dumb things that we heard on Chicklets last week leading into it, Merles. Just absolute vindication. What was the payout on that? $10 pays like 100 and what was it?
Plus 1174.
Okay. I love that.
You put $100, you won 1,174. If you bet $50, I think it was 584. I don't check my math on that, but I may have had both of those tickets if you're wondering at home.
Buddy, people in the chat right now buzzing about the Rempe pick as well. Oh. Obviously, you came down with that. They scoffed at that, but ho-hum, I guess when you have all the money in your all the jingle in your pockets, they don't care about these winners, right?
Correct. I mean, that's the only highlight of the Rangers season, and we're going to get to all that NHL playoffs and everything later on. But first, I want to tell you, I don't know if you know, but tomorrow, 12 Eastern, our Frozen 4 trip to St. Louis vlog is already going to be coming out.
Oh.
Fish has been in the lab since we got there, getting this thing ready for the people. But I gave my recap on Chicklets on Monday. I kind of want to hear your experience. You know, you're a Western leaguer, but now it's your third Frozen 4, and just give us your whole thoughts on the St. Louis trip.
Oh my God. Like, I got to say, like, heading in there, first of all, we like this time of the year in St. Louis and the St. Louis area and surrounding areas, of course, further outside of St. Louis in that state is like, you know, we come in and like the weather's kind of sketchy there, right? Like I was concerned there was like tornadoes and like, you know, we had a little lunch with Weidman, our boy. He took us to this great little spot. Wasn't that a great little spot he took us to?
Damn, I'm glad you brought that. I forgot to talk about that.
Gretz's favorite spot apparently comes in there, has a bowl of chili. It's his favorite spot. It's a quiet little, like perfect, like hole in the wall joint that was just actually nice. The food was great, but Big Walt was there.
Sportsman Park is the name of it. If you're ever in St. Louis looking for this, what Army's talking about.
Yeah, it was so cool because Big Walt came and hung out with us. He just wheeled up and hung out with us. You'll see this all in the vlog tonight. I don't want to or tomorrow. I don't want to ruin all of it, but I was kind of sketched out coming to St. Louis that time of the year, like Tornado Alley, in a sense. They got some crazy storms that kind of, you can see it rolling in, and then it rained hard the first night we were there, and then it was come and gone. But all in all, I would say like a great experience. Like St. Louis is a good sports town. I know we were shitting on like the attendance on the Thursday night, those two games. It was a weird Thursday night for the games though. Early start, double OT, late start, the whole deal on a weekday night. But all in all, like a great experience for me. Another Frozen Four in the books. And like, yeah, it's easy, Merles, I feel, to like go, okay, Tampa's sick. Like, we're out in the sun and we're ripping it up, and like it's a different setup, and it was cool. But St. Louis was like its own animal. And I gotta say, I actually had a great time. The Fan Fest was rocking. I think Western fans made it really awesome. Like they showed up and showed out, man. Like they were unbelievable. And as hard as we ripped on them, it's funny, G pops in. But as hard as we were kind of like on the fans on the Thursday and stuff, like, and Western, their fans were like so awesome to us. Like they were like, it's okay if you didn't pick us, Merles and G, it's okay. You can come on now. Like they were like, anyone's welcome. They were so like accepting and loving and fun and wanted us in there. So go ahead, G. Go ahead, G. You popped in. Where is he? Where'd he go? There he
No,
is.
I was just going to say, sorry, I lost it there. I was just going to say, it actually, so I was thinking about this yesterday. It actually all worked out that it was in St. Louis because that's close enough where all the Western Michigan fans could drive down. So like that's what made it, that arena for the championship game was insane. And it was insane because it was all Western Michigan fans. All those casual hockey fans weren't in there. So it was all Western Michigan fans. So it did. I was pretty hard on St. Louis, but I was thinking about this last night, and I'm like, well, if it was in Tampa or Vegas, I don't know if Western Michigan would have been able to bring as many people as they did because you couldn't just throw 8 guys in a car and drive down like they all did. So yeah, it did all work out being in St. Louis.
And we had guys in front of us, boys. They were going crazy. Like we were in like a crazy area for the final game, but those guys that like drove down, or a guy like met his old roommates from college and lives in like Florida, but flew here that morning. And like, it was crazy. And he's like, they're all like shit canned, but they're like, this is a business trip. This is a business trip.
And then they go up 4-2 and they're like crying and hugging each other. And they're like, this is what we talked about our freshman year. It's just so crazy that like, and that's what I said was so awesome about the whole thing. I thought was like the alumni. I think it's so awesome for all the alumni that got to go to Western Michigan, all the students that are there week in and week out, but all the alumni. And I was talking to one after, and he was like, man, like this gives my hockey career credibility. You know what I mean? Like so many of these guys, it's like you talk about, oh, where'd you play at? You're like Western Michigan. They're like, oh, like wow. I didn't know that. Didn't know that school had Division I. You're like, oh, well, yeah, we're the national champions right now. So I'm happy for all of them.
Yeah, totally. I'm really happy for them. And I think I heard a few different guys like, we never win anything. We don't win in football. We can't win in basketball. We finally won something.
It was bedlam. It was absolute bedlam. It was chaos. It was great. Like everything we did there, wherever we went, was wild and fun. And college fans made it that way for us, man. The ones that traveled in there, and St. Louis put on a good show, man. Like I had a good time. Like I really did. I had a really good time. So shout out to that trip. I mean, that's a third. What is that? The third Frozen Four that we've done, right? And I can't see how we don't do it. Game Notes doesn't do it every year. Like I just can't see how it's just like on, next year we're like, no, we can't go.
Hey,
like
we're going either way, Army. Vegas next year.
Yeah, so loved it, boys. It was awesome. Glad it worked out. I was dragging my ass though, boys. I had a 5:45 a.m. flight Sunday morning. And how I was like paranoid about it. I had to be ready to roll. G was like, I get it, and like, we're like, okay, I got to go back right after the game. Not too late of a time. I got back to the hotel and trying to shut down, then like 4:00 pickup. And I was between the benches at like 2:00 Eastern time the next day, ready to go TNT, Boston, Pittsburgh. And I missed, I got out of there and I saw the whole like Masters breakdown too, once the game ended because of the tiebreaker and all that crap that went down. So it was a grind of a weekend. I'm still kind of tired from it, but I got it done. I grinded. I worked, you got to do it, boys, right? All the people in the
do
chat, you got to fucking grind like you guys are doing right now on a Wednesday afternoon. Hump day, getting her done at the office. Fake working, game notes on. Let's go.
Yeah, thank you to the chat. Everybody showing up on the Wednesday, new time, new day for us. The one thing I forgot about St. Louis, I'm not sure if we captured it for the vlog or not, but we can tease it a little bit if we did, was that golf cart ride. I don't know if we got any video of that, but we're just walking along and a golf cart comes storming by with a boom box on, yelling free drinks and free joints. We're like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
Buddy, that was the craziest thing ever that I didn't know. You can like drink and walk around like St. Louis, like it's like Vegas, right? Like I had no clue about this. And the golf cars are driving 100 miles an hour down the road and we're on it, hanging off of it, slurping down beers. It was the wildest. Like, I didn't know that was a rule in St. Louis. G, did you know?
No, the whole time I was sitting next to Merle's and we just kept being like, this is illegal. There's no way this is allowed. And the guy kept being like, no, this is a thing here. It was awesome. It's like you're in St. Louis and then you jump on one of these things and you feel like you're in the Strip in Fort Lauderdale. You know what I mean? Just ripping down this. It was awesome.
And then we come to a barricaded spot with cops. And I'm like, well, here we go. And it's gonna this ride's gonna end here. Guy just waves them through. So it was better than a regular Uber. An Uber couldn't have gone in there. And it was just incredible. $10 a guy. Guy rips open a cooler, all sorts of cocktails and beers in there. Oh, wow. What an experience. That was one of the highlights of my trip.
I think if you look at it, the golf cart ripping around and these guys, you're like, oh, touristy, oh, shitty, oh, this is dumb. It was actually, I highly recommend in St. Louis to get around in that fashion. You could crush beers. He's pumping tunes. He can cut through everywhere. He's driving those things. That was the like if I fell off the back, I'd be done. That thing was buzzing.
Yeah, it's like flying. A 12-seater too. It's like unreal.
Yeah, that's the way to go in St. Louis. Shout out St. Louis. Great time. Had a blast. You can check it all out on the vlog tomorrow when the boys are done with it. Fishy is it just Fishy just dominating that thing?
Fishy's just dominating.
Master. Fishy's the master.
Dominating. But I mean, we had a great time. There was one person I know had a better time than us, and that's Western Michigan Bronco forward, the pride of Detroit, Michigan, MVP of the entire tournament, Owen Michaels. Thank you for coming on. Welcome to the program. What a night.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
What did you guys do? Were you riding around in golf carts after you got that trophy? Just walk us through the entire thing once you guys received that trophy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. It really does feel like a dream, and haven't really had much time to kind of digest it all. But getting back on campus, we kind of got the 5-star treatment in limousines, and coming back to campus and seeing all the support has just been unbelievable.
I can't believe we got him on, boys. I can't believe we got the MVP on. We've been running a hot streak here, kid. We've been running really hot. We had your coach on. We had the Iceman on, Hobie Baker winner, now somehow securing G. Great job getting the MVP of the Frozen Four. Tell me about your mindset going into this tournament for one, and then we'll backtrack from there with your team. Obviously, successful season, but you individually, you popped off this season. So obviously confident going into this tournament.
Yeah, for sure. I think just all year, not just myself, but this whole group, we never shied away from the moment. And, we always had that inner belief in ourselves and each other as a group. And, it starts with the head of the program with, playing for Coach Firsch. And, he brings it every day, and he's such an unbelievable guy to learn from each and every day. And it's just so much fun coming to the rink and playing for him.
Yeah, I noticed Coach Firsch. I was just doing some research on the Frozen Four, and I mean, I saw your team all year, and you guys just kept hanging around. But then when I started hearing his interviews, I was like, holy cow, this guy is a leader. Just a little bit about that, and like, how much do you really want to play for this guy? His enthusiasm, his professionalism, an alumni, all that. Let us hear from you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's the man. He really is. It's such a blessing and to be able to come here and be a Bronco and play for him. And like I said, he leads the way each and every day. And he does an unbelievable job of knowing when to push us to our limits and bring out that confidence in us. And but he also is in the room every day, just kind of shooting the shit with us, cracking jokes, telling stories. So it's like he's one of the boys, and he can kind of flip that switch whenever he needs to.
I know these guys are going to want to jump into the game, but I want to go to the celebration. We got to go right to the celebration. I saw you guys pulling up with like in limos, like Hummer stretch limos
Yep.
inside, like for a pep rally. Have you guys even slept yet? Talk about just what it's like to win a national championship at a school like Western Michigan with the Lawson Lunatics.
Just
Yeah.
celebs, just celebs.
Yeah, it's been amazing. You know, the boys on the plane ride back, we're kind of all talking, not really knowing what to expect. And, you know, you kind of hit the tarmac and you look out the window and you see there's just 3 or 4 limos waiting for us, armored truck waiting to, you know, escort us back. And
An armored truck?
yeah.
Holy
It was
shit.
unbelievable.
Kalamazoo doesn't mess around though, so you need an armored truck. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. So it was awesome. And, you know, just to kind of drive back to campus and see the support from all the fans in the community. You know, there were fans lined up our whole drive back. And then, you know, we get back to campus, you're kind of peeling that turn into Lawson Arena and you kind of look in the limo and you're talking to the boys, not really knowing what to expect. And then you just see a sea of people, the band playing the fight song, all the fans, students, other student athletes. It was awesome.
Can we just say, like, that's the best fight song I've ever heard?
It is, yeah.
I've been singing it for 3 days.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Is that like the Atlanta Brave sounding chant, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Go.
Oh yeah, that one. That was
one.
awesome to hear. Yeah, in the
Run,
arena. Those 2 games really did feel like home games. It was unbelievable to see the Lunatics travel, and you know, we knew that was how it was going to turn out.
Yeah, I mean, you lit it up the first game, 3-2. You guys were all over them though. Like you had control of that game. What was it like in the locker room? It's 2-2. You got 1 goal already, but you go to overtime, then you go to a second overtime. What was going through your guys' heads in the locker room?
Yeah, you know, we felt it was our game to take for sure. Like you said, we felt we were kind of the better team those first 2 periods. And, you know, coming in for that second intermission, we were fully expecting a push from Denver. And that's exactly what they gave us. They're an unbelievable team, unbelievable program that we have a lot of respect for. So we knew it was going to be a dogfight. And, you know, we got their push and, you know, we're sitting in the room waiting for overtime. And, you know, we're kind of just all talking, saying, this is our game. You know, we just got to go out there and take it. And, you know, fortunately, that's what we were able to do.
Yeah, 26 seconds into double overtime. This man right here ends it and sends his team to the final. The feeling of that and then getting ready and prep for the final, you guys had never been there. Like, you know, this is big for your school. This is big for you guys to kind of a successful season. Yes. But now you're in the bright lights. Like, what was your leadership like and Washi and some of your veteran guys in there and, you know, Coach Fursh, like what was it was like to try to, hey boys, hey, let's get dialed in here. Cause you guys are pretty systematic. You guys just rolled all game in that final.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. It was a little bit of a quick turnaround, you know, getting to the rink Friday, kind of hanging out there for a few hours, just kind of trying to soak it all in and enjoy the moment, but know that we're here for 2 games and 2 wins. And, you know, to have the opportunity to do something that this program's never done is just unbelievable and something we took a lot of pride in all year in doing. And you're absolutely right. It starts with our leader, Tim Washi. You know, he's had a hell of a week now, winning a national championship at a place he's been at for 5 years. And then, you know, a few days later, making his NHL debut. So all the boys were watching that one last night, and it was pretty special to see that.
There's another guy I want to talk about, and he kind of became a household name this Frozen Four. And I don't know if that's because of all the jokes you can make with his last name, but Alex Bump. Talk about this guy. What are Philadelphia Flyers fans getting with this kid? Because he seems like an absolute stud.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He is. He's an unbelievable player, even better person. He's been my roommate the past 2 years, so kind of hang out with him, you know, 24/7, and you know, I've been able to kind of form an unbelievable bond with him that'll, you know, last a lifetime. And just dropped him off at the airport this morning, heading out to Philadelphia. He's going to be joining Lehigh and you know, starting his pro career. And couldn't be prouder of him. Just, you know, seeing all the work he puts in each and every day. And you know,
you guys must be rock stars on this campus. Come on.
It's unbelievable. It's been, you know, it feels like a dream, to be honest. These past few days have just felt like a blur, and you know, unbelievable feeling that we're going to remember for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, like that's pretty fast, right? Like all of a sudden your captain, peace out, he's in the show. All of a sudden, like this guy, like you went through all this together, and you know, there's a lot of unknowns of like what you guys could be or what could happen or who could have big years or who's going to score the double overtime winning goal and 4 goals in the Frozen Four. It's just unbelievable. But like, what's that kind of been like as a group? You guys are so close knit. I always hear that. It's kind of reminds me of when I was in junior hockey up in the Dub. Shout out Western guy.
Western guy.
Yeah, big Western guys, you know. But I like, what's that like when you're so close? It's not pro hockey. These guys are going off now, and now you're just seeing guys just like your roommate gone. Peace out. See ya.
Yeah, you're right. It's crazy, but there's never a doubt with this group, and one thing we refuse to lack is belief, and something we kind of always been saying this year is that belief is a competitive advantage, and that's exactly right, and something we never lost sight of. And coming into St. Louis, doing something and going somewhere that this program's never done. The lights were definitely bright, but we were ready for that moment. We were prepared, and because we knew we put the work in every day.
I want to go back a few years. 21, 22, you're playing in Bismarck in the Knoll.
Mhm.
Did you ever think this would be possible? One, and you'd be a national champion, Frozen Four MVP, and two, talk about the process of committing to Western Michigan and the whole recruitment process and kind of how that whole process went for you.
Yeah, I think dealt with a little bit of adversity early on in my junior career, and I think it was the best thing for me. Kind of taught me to have that belief in myself, which is why I think I'm in the best spot possible for me being a Bronco. And the recruiting process was pretty easy for me after I talked to these coaches here. Just one conversation with Fersh, and it pretty much felt like a done deal at that point. I knew I had to be here, knew I had to be a Bronco and play for that guy, and just love every second of it so far.
Gee, I'll tell you a good story I picked up on my research today about this kid right here. Walked into main camp in Dubuque as a 20-year-old, 160 kids. He's a free agent. We never drafted him, obviously. Our scouts pounded the table, bring him to training camp in September. He started camp as our number 6 center, made the team, ended the year as our number 1 center, was our best player in playoffs that year. So pretty good stuff there. But I got to ask you about this part of the end of the story here. We had to rein him in. He kept taking 10s for threatening the refs. So you had quite a temper on you. How'd you change
116
that?
pims.
Yeah,
They're like, good player on the rise, potential serial killer. Also,
my junior hockey days were a little bit crazy. Something I've kind of had to tone back a little since coming here, but Fersh has made it as clear, and it's been so easy to kind of make that transition. And love my time in Dubuque, love my time in juniors. Met a lot of great people that I still talk to this day. So it's been awesome to have those kind of people reach out these past few days and show their support for the Broncos.
and probably not just one thing in what Merles is talking about, because in looking at you too, your freshman year, 2 goals, 5 assists, and then this year, you look at what you were able to put together. So it's kind of been your MO. It's like, everyone doesn't see you or doubts you maybe. What's been the one thing that's, yes, belief in yourself, but what has been something that, year to year that has allowed you to kind of take those steps and kind of say, like, screw you, like every step of the way to being, where you are, just this past weekend?
Absolutely. I think just learning on early, in my junior career, especially, that, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And, I'm racing nobody else's race but my own. So, each and every day, just trying to get 1% better. That's something we take a lot of pride in here at Western Michigan. And, it's been, such an honor to wear that jersey every day, and just continue to try and strive to get 1% better each day. And, that's something me and the boys, try and do every day in practice, games, whatever the case may be. And, something I think we did a really good job of this year.
Speaking of taking pride in Western Michigan, this new rink we're hearing about, I feel like that's going to be something that you guys are going to be able to brag about. Talk about that whole process. Like, First came on, told us basically they're not saying no to him at all.
Yeah.
Are they asking you guys, like, what for your input on the whole thing? Like, talk about how this whole arena process is going.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm looking forward to it so much. I know a lot of the alums are talking about potentially coming back, when it's all built and ready to go, for a couple weeks to kind of train and take advantage of all the facilities that are going to be there. But yeah, First just kind of pulled us aside and showed us the blueprints a couple of times, and it just looks unbelievable. And, it's special because this is such a great place to play college hockey, and it's the best, fan base in college hockey. And, to have a place now to that, this program deserves is really special, and, just super excited for the future of this program.
Yeah. Well, while we're talking the future, I'll put you on the spot a little bit. Is there any talk of going and trying pro or the portal or any of this other crazy stuff you kids can do? Or is it next year, Western Michigan 100%?
Yeah, a little bit. It's been crazy. Everything's been happening so fast. Just trying to do my best these past couple of weeks and months to just stay in the moment. And I think I've done a good job of that. It's been so easy with these guys, just, living in the moment, and they've helped so much. But yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards coming back for my junior year and being a Bronco again. And, it's been the greatest gift I've ever received up to this point in my life. And, just it's a good problem to have, but I take a lot of pride in wearing that jersey and playing for this coaching staff. So, that's what I'm going to do for sure.
What's the summer's going to look? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mer. I
was just gonna say, all right, I scratched you off the list of transfer portal guys to RPI. So I'm gonna take you away there. So
yeah.
See you next year.
Yeah. What about NHL? What do you got coming up? Anything you're hearing from anybody or?
A couple, some interest out there. It's been crazy. When you've been working for something your whole life, and then to see it potentially become a reality is a feeling that, words can't really describe, but, just trying to lean on, the people in my corner and people that I trust, whether it's, the coaching staff here, agent, or just my parents and family, and, just kind of taking it all in, asking the right questions, and, just trying to not rush into a situation because, I really do love this place.
Yeah.
Army, I think you were going to ask there. I'd love to know, like, what's your summer look like? And this summer, like, is there anything you're heading into the summer being like, I got to get better at this? I'm going into the summer to work on this.
He's like, wake up at 8 a.m., burn a couch, burn 2 couches, run
Tell
around
the ref
the
to fuck
campus.
himself.
Yeah. No, that's just been the past few days. I'm looking forward to getting into the off season and, taking a couple days and weeks to kind of enjoy these past couple weeks and, enjoy it with my family, friends, and obviously my teammates and everyone within this community here. But, it's a quick turnaround. Now we're going to be the defending national champions, and, that's a huge deal, and we're going to get every team's best next year. And, definitely looking forward to that opportunity. And I think something for me is just getting bigger, stronger, all the cliche stuff, but it rings so true to me. Definitely got to put on some weight, and I think just, using my body more next year is something I'm going to try and do a lot, taking pucks to the net and, just being a better force down low, like a guy like Tim Washy.
Yeah, man, that's insane. Like seeing those guys go to the next step that you played with. That's just like a huge, like, light the fuse kind of thing too, right? Like I think seeing guys that you battled all year with, and then all of a sudden, like you see Washy doing his rookie lap, you got to be like, holy shit, like this is real.
But at the same time, like the grass isn't always greener. Like there's very few kids who get to win a national championship and then go back and enjoy their spring semester at college being a national champion. Like go be a college kid, go have fun and enjoy this, because it's this might never happen again.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Hands down, this has been the best week of my life. And, just enjoying this moment with the guys and embracing it all with them has been my favorite part of it all. And, seeing the guys' faces when we, won the national championship is something I'll never forget. And kind of each day, kind of just going back, scrolling through all the pictures, it's pretty special. And it kind of brings you right back to these moments.
I was reading a few articles. Oh, go ahead, Merles. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Go.
I was reading a few articles, and, your head coach, Fershie, who's a beauty, he's making the media rounds as well. We're first to have him on though, but whatever. He said we knew he had offense in him, but we also knew he's a warrior. And, in saying that also, he said, you're the kind of guy that's the future captain of the Broncos. What does that mean to you to hear that? And, to feel that after coming off, what you guys have bonded through in a championship season as well.
Right. Yeah. It means everything to me. To have that kind of respect from somebody that I respect so much myself, it means the world. And, I know I said it earlier, but, there's no greater honor than playing for that guy and the rest of this coaching staff. And, I know I speak for the rest of the group. They feel the exact same way.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for your time. We're going to let you go. I mean, it's 12:30 there. You probably got an outside beer pong game lined up or something today.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get in the way of that, but we got one last question here from the Arm Dog.
I just want to ask you about the alumni, about your alumni. And there's a lot of guys, kicking around possibly at the game that night. Some of them are in the NHL world now. I saw Jamal Mayers in St. Louis. He's from around there.
Yep.
Any cool stories of those guys popping down, and how cool has that been? Because we sat with a ton of like people that came in. They're like, this is a business trip. They're all like alumni, older graduates that didn't play hockey but are just fans. What's the alumni been like reaction and especially hockey alumni guys?
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. Once a Bronco, always a Bronco, and to see and feel the support that we have had, not just these past couple weeks and days, but all year, has been so special. And to see all the text messages and phone calls that we're getting from guys that we played with or have had the privilege of getting to know over these past couple summers during alumni weekends is unbelievable. And this championship wasn't about just us; it was about the people that came before us, the people that are going to come after us. It was a program defining moment and something we took a lot of pride in, and just so fortunate to be able to do it and give it to this program.
Awesome.
Sounds like a captain, boys. Sounds like a captain to me.
Oh, this guy carries himself like he's like in the NHL for 10 fucking years. This is ridiculous.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but like you said, you're going to be on everyone's radar next year. You're going to be on our radar, which can sometimes be scary. We can sometimes ruin teams by liking you too much, but we had you win in the semis. We had you win in the finals. I want to thank you personally. You took care of a few beer tabs for me with that win on Saturday night. So thank you. Congrats. Wish you a ton of luck and
enjoy this, buddy.
So much for your time. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Big fans.
Congrats,
thank you.
Owen.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that was it, guys. Another one. We're just on fire. It's got to be the hottest college hockey show in the world. We got everybody coming on here. So lucky, so thankful. And another great kid, another great interview.
I mean, is this guy like real? Like is that not an impressive kid? Like his answers, his energy,
incredibly impressive.
You can see why Firsch says that about him, that he's a, future captain of this team. Like he confidence in him. You can keep a good man down a little bit, but then he'll find a way. And
Merles, you put him on his heels.
Yeah.
Asking about what the plan is for next year. I could
trying to get the rumor boys. I was trying to get us a scoop, trying to get the early scoop on him.
I've been seeing scoops too about the head coach a little bit. Rumor boys.
Yeah, there's a rumor boy too.
Rumor boy.
What are you hearing, Army?
Well, I'm just thinking, like, you see what he is. We got to talk to him. Like, the secret is out, no question. I think there's, going to be some job openings. I think the way his team played is very pro-like style. If you watch them play, the smothering, the skating, the work ethic, the messaging, the demand, but also the way he talks to people is like awesome. Like he's a guy that when he walks into a room, he's the captain of the ship. His hands are on the fucking thing, turning it, right? He's barking out orders, but he has a way about him that's exactly what you want in a coach. So I don't know how long is he going to get this rink built before he's in the NHL, Firschweiler, or what's going to happen with him? And there's a connection too with Western Michigan, and there's Keith Jones who's in with the Flyers. There's an opening there. I imagine the Rangers are going to have to look at something too, and what he might, what they might do. But very impressive coach as well. Very impressive.
Well, I mean, what would you guys do if you guys were him? Like, because you have this awesome opportunity here with the new rink coming in. He said he's been an integral part of helping build this new rink. But, you get the national championship and the rink can still be almost his legacy, right? Where he helped build it. He helped, win the national championship right before it. But money talks at the end of the day, right, guys?
Yeah. But the problem with the NHL, he could go there and, you saw with Dave Hextall, he didn't last very long. Like you maybe get 2 or 3 years and then what? The Western Michigan job's already locked up. It's not like you can go back right away. So it's a really tough decision. Like we've talked about before with David Carl, like, do you really leave? And, it's so tough in the NHL. You're not promised anything. You stay there. You're promised a pretty good deal.
It's like it'd have to be like a 5-year deal almost, right? To go.
Yeah. That's what I would want. I told you when I said Carl should get the 5. What did I say? 5 times 9.
You said 8-year deal, dude. I think
you said 8 times 8. You're
8
giving
times
them like
8. Yeah, give them these 8 times 8 that all these other mutts are getting.
Oh.
Everybody 8 by 8. Everybody get an 8 by 8. Flyers, give them
nothing
8 by
against
8.
Carl. Nothing against Carl. His success speaks for itself, and what he's done speaks for himself. For me, in the interviews that we've done, and I mean, this is very on the outside and not on the inside of like what these guys do. Carl, very good coach. Firschweiler to me pops off like when he's talking, and he has the charisma, and he has the command, and he has the leadership. And then you watch his team play as well. And now he's got a national championship. So really impressive guy, really impressive season. Congratulations to the Western Michigan Broncos as well. Sorry, I said awesome fan base, amazing showing, and a fantastic season on their way to a national championship. Just great.
Yep. I saw a good tweet by Bucci. I think he says he's done this 12 years, and this was the 6th time. It was a first-time champion or something crazy like that.
Fresh blood.
Fresh blood. I'm going to give you another little stat. In that same amount of time, probably even less years, I forget when Union won it. Benny Barr's been an assistant coach at 4 schools: Union, Providence, UMass, and Western Michigan. All 4 have a title in the last, I want to say, 10 years. So
Maine's next, boys.
that's our guy. We
Oh,
pump
shit.
him up. But that's it for the Frozen Four in our college season. I loved it. We built it up. We're going to talk a little bit more about it in show mindsies, but it's time. It's playoff time. We got to talk series, odds, predictions. We want to get all of that. Anything first, Army?
No. I'm going to save it. But I mean, I am excited about the playoffs. There's no question. And I think you will find it and be aware of it. I might want to make it my show. I'll do it.
Okay.
I mean, you want me to do it now?
I think you can wait. I think you wait. I
Okay.
think that's a good closing thing,
Okay.
maybe. But let's start with the first one. Just get out of the way, because it's Montreal or Columbus still. We're not 100% sure. Montreal wins tonight, they're in. If they lose, then Columbus can win tomorrow night. So there's still a little drama in there. But either way, they're playing Washington. I had Washington winning by 5 on Chicklets, and just trying to pass it around the horn now. We'll get G and Pasha involved, give our picks, and a quick little, X factor or something you're looking for in the series.
I mean, what are we doing with this? What if Columbus gets in too, boys? Like Columbus, what a story all year, right? All year.
What's up, fellas?
What's
There he
going on,
is.
Pashi? There he is.
I've been flippy floppy on this series. As you guys know, I was actually the only guy on Chicklets to pick the Capitals to make the playoffs. I think they're a good team, but looking under the hood, they're not quite as good. They're not a top 2 team in the league. So I don't think they're going to win the cup. This is a tough series for me. Montreal's coming in with the vibes, but then the vibes have kind of died down. Ultimately, I'm going with a veteran, experienced team. I got Caps in 6.
Gee, what are you thinking? I can't remember on Chicklets what you said.
I didn't make a prediction.
No, you didn't get in on this one.
No, I didn't. I mean,
Okay.
I think I like Montreal here. Like if it is Montreal, like I'm gonna ride Montreal. I think they just have an electric. They just have something going right now. I kind of want to take the Blue Jackets too if they get in. Like I something about this Washington team. There was a lot going on for them this season, right?
Yeah.
And like the end of the season, there was a lot of distractions. They're not playing good hockey right now. I think that's kind of most important is they're heading into the season. They're not playing great hockey. So yeah, I'm going to go with either Montreal or Columbus. I like the upset here.
I like that. Arm Dog, close out this series for us here.
Merle's boys, that's been my big thing. That's been my hot take. I don't know if I've come out and said it on air. Maybe I did last show. Washington, big year, the great chase. I mean, they're shaking Matt Martin's hand. They're in every ceremony. They have everything going on right now. They're crushing, two-fisting beers, Ovi. Like, it's just like they've been, in on a lot. And I'm wondering if it's been a little much. I'm wondering if it's been real. Pasha, a resident under the hood guy, he likes to get under there. I don't know what they're going to be come playoff time. Like, I think they're a good team. I think they've been a good story. If there's one series that I think that could be the buster, could be the boomer, this is it. Columbus or Montreal upset first round.
Wow.
I'm taking it with G. I'm riding with G.
All right. How many games? Did we get game numbers there? We need official stats.
In
again.
7. Both games, both in 7.
Yeah, I'll go 6.
6,
Okay.
Caps in 6.
Okay. That's it. That series. A little tough to kind of go through that series when we're not 100% sure. But the next one, we are 100% sure. It's the Battle of Ontario. You got Toronto minus 170 to win the series. Ottawa plus 145 to win the series on DraftKings Sportsbook. We know our buddy Biz is hurt. He fired up with the videos. He's out of control. we'll let you get this one started as the. Well, I guess we got 2 Canadians on here, but Arm Dog, get us started.
Well, I just think like those videos that Biz is doing is electric. He's already firing it up. These fans, we haven't had this in 2 decades. Battle of Ontario in the playoffs. I think it's going to be the Leafs. So like I watch Ottawa boys and I'm just like, okay, they're good. I'm excited that they're in the playoffs. I'm excited that they popped. I'm excited that they battled and got there. But I think the Leafs get it done. I think the Leafs will get it done in, this is being nice. I think 6.
All right, that's being nice for Army. Let's go up top to Pasha.
I got Ottawa in 7 on this one. I think Ottawa's 3-0 in the season series against them. So obviously, the playing styles, they play them well. I don't put a ton of weight in that, but there is some merit. I think Brady Tkachuk is just going to be, the X factor. He's just going to be a complete menace. I'd like to see, who can kind of respond, answer the bell from Toronto's side. And just goaltending. How many years can Toronto, I'm not sold on these guys. I'm not sold on Stolarz. I'm not sold on their goaltending. So I got Ottawa in 7 in the electric series.
Word for word, bar for bar, took everything I was going to say. I got Ottawa in 7 for all the exact same reasons. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs, boys. Like, what, they don't have any, we can't trust these guys. Just because Biz is making videos screaming into his phone, we cannot trust it. It's the friggin' Toronto Maple Leafs. Bad defense, bad goaltending. Big guys don't show up when it's time to play. I'm riding with the Ottawa Senators. I've been an Ottawa Senator guy all year. I didn't make up any trade rumors about them and try to tear them down. I'm a big Senators guy. I love Brady Tkachuk, and for all the reasons Pasha said, I just think they're a tough team to play against, and the Toronto Maple Leafs aren't. So I got Ottawa in 7.
All right, I'm on the Leafs. I'm on Toronto in 5. Trust me, I love Brady Tkachuk. I love that he's coming into the playoffs for the first time. But the same thing I talked about with Montreal is the first time in the playoffs. Army, you guys always talk about it. That first time in, it was way more than you thought. Your hearts were racing. Your face was beat red. Like, holy cow, the level has gone up. Toronto's been there. Ottawa hasn't. I think their goaltending is great. I go back and check the tape. I told everybody Stolarz will be the starter of this team. He's 9-0 his last 9 starts. Ridiculous goals against. He'll be fine in there. He's huge. Just the star power against a weak Ottawa D. That Ottawa D does not scare me at all if I'm the Toronto Maple Leafs. So Leafs in 5.
There is one thing I forgot to say that does worry me is I'm hearing that Leafs fans are buying up all the seats.
Yeah.
That's a huge worry, because you think, who's got the home ice advantage? You'd probably go with Ottawa just because of the Toronto Yacht Club. We've seen how they act in the playoffs. It's just all the good fans are priced out. But if all the normal fans, not the loaded guys in the Yacht Club, are buying up the Ottawa seats, that's a bit worrisome, boys.
Yeah, it's going to be a home game, home and home for the Leafs. It's going to be a home and home. I saw that percolating on social media the other day about Sens playoff tickets, and that is I don't know how they're going to combat this. I think maybe shaming on social media, that will be what's happening, but I'm hearing this is happening. I'm hearing these Leaf fans are crazy and they're going for it. That's why I say Leafs in 6. And for Merle's reason, being in the spotlight like this, I know everyone loves to hate on the Leafs and everything, but I think they get it done in 6, as I said.
All right, from the Battle of Ontario to the Battle of the Sunshine State, Florida versus Tampa Bay. Tampa's at home ice advantage -105. Florida -115. So Florida a little bit of a favorite by the people out in the desert. I don't agree with that. I'm a Tampa guy. I'm going to be Tampa in 7. Vasilevsky and net versus Bobrovsky. They're both going to get theirs. But I like the scoring. I like the health of Tampa better than Florida right now. Matthew Tkachuk, still a question mark. And I got to go with Tampa this time in 7.
This is the one that's tough for me. The champs, the fucking champs. How can you go against the champs? And I know you can say whatever you want, but they're still the champs. Now, deep down in my belly, in the boiler, in the Armzempic fucking, heat sack. I gotta say, Tampa Bay is the sneakiest, best team in the league. Defend better than people think. Vasilevsky's better than no one's talking about him. It's been all hellebuck. Look at his numbers. They're fucking sick. He's back. And no pun intended with the back injury last year. They have the scoring power. It's spread throughout as well. Multiple guys with huge seasons, multiple guys with 50-plus points. You look down through their forward lines. Hedman's having a really strong, good year as well. And then you've got McDonough, the matchup king, that'll be there when it matters the most. I don't think people give Tampa enough credit. This is a series I don't even want to pick one. I don't want to pick one because I'm so torn on both of these teams that I love so much. I'm gonna say Tampa in 7. Fuck it. Sorry, Florida.
I'm with you,
Florida.
Army.
I love you, Florida. I do love Florida. I know Pasha's up there just poking a needle in an Army doll right now because he's pissed at me because of Reinhardt, his boy. But like, I love Reinhardt. I love Florida. I love the Panthers. They're fucking awesome. I just think this sneaky Tampa team. I don't know.
Florida's played a lot of hockey over the past few years, and that's why I got Tampa as well here. I just think Vasilevsky. I mean, Tampa's so good. They told the best player in college hockey, "We don't need you this year. We're good with our roster." So yeah, I got Tampa in 7. Tampa is my not my cut pick, but I have them coming out of the Eastern Conference. I think the boys are going to be at hat tricks come June. So yeah, I think I got Tampa in 7, boys.
Guys, I just scratched off Florida in 6 and wrote down Tampa in 7 while I talked myself into Tampa. That's what I did.
Let's go.
Army, contradictory to what you think, this is now the second series where I'm going against my favorite team, Devils obviously being 1, Panthers 2. Going with my brain, not my heart, but I hope I'm wrong. For all the reasons you guys just said, I think Tampa beats them. Just like Florida, at some point you got to run out of gas. 2 straight finals. They're banged up. Tampa's just peak performance. Brendan Hagel is doing crazy shit. I think he'll be a difference maker. So another series where I hope I'm wrong, but got to go with my my brain and not my heart. I got Tampa in 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we all love the elbow room, but we've spent enough time there over the last few seasons. It's time to get back to hat tricks. And hopefully, I mean, that would be an incredible final, Tampa Vegas, but we'll get to them later on. We're on roll the disclaimer, Carolina versus New Jersey. Carolina minus 245, Jersey plus 200. Roll the disclaimer, and Pasha, get us started.
Warning, the following statements are about to be made by a deranged Devils fan. The views expressed are his and his only. Take everything you hear with a grain of salt because, remember, he is a deranged Devils fan.
Not even so sure the disclaimer is needed here, boys. I broke it down on Chicklets earlier this week. I said, even with Jack Hughes in the lineup, this is not the Devils' year. They still have some pieces. They have some tweaks to make in order to become a cup contender. So without Jack, obviously, that's just even more exaggerated. And Siegenthaler, who by many under-the-hood metrics was the most valuable defensive defender in the league this season. Shocking, I know. So I think it's a tough task going up against a team like Carolina. Ruthless forecheck. Devils are getting Dougie Hamilton back. That will provide a boost. And little nugget, actually quite surprising. Since Jack Hughes and Dougie Hamilton got hurt, the Devils, one of the league's best power play, has actually improved. Luke Hughes has stepped in, been running the point there. Timo Meier's been lighting it up. I think for the Devils to have any chance, they got to get some power play goals. Their bottom 6, which I think is not great, needs to chip in. I'm looking at Eric Halla. I'm looking at Cody Glass. But unfortunately, can't be too deranged here. Again, really, really, really hope I'm wrong, but I got the Canes in 6.
Wow. After a disclaimer. Wow. We didn't even need it. Wowie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What's everyone in the chat think of this? I mean, New Jersey Devils, hardcore lifer, and then drops a bomb like that. I mean, he's being very calculated, I feel. But what'd you say? Canes and what?
6.
That, I mean,
I just hope
that's
I'm
nice.
flying. I'm flying to Jersey the night before Game 3 to go to Games 3 and 4, and hopefully 6 if it gets there. I just hope they're not down 2-rip, and I get there, they lose Game 3, down 3-0. I'd probably just turn around and fly right back home. So I just hope they make it a. I just hope they make it a
AK-14 in the
series.
chat. AK-14 in the chat says Pasha is normal now. Is he been Pasha? He put pasta, but it might be Pasha. I think it's Pasha. I think that's true. Are you normal now? Like, holy shit, what is going on? What is going on? And I think you're being nice in 6. I'm going to say Canes in 5 for everything that you've said, and I think you're being nice. I thought you were going to say New Jersey in 3, lunatic style. But
no, I think Markstrom could steal them a game or two.
He could.
That's where they have the edge. Freddie Anderson, I like him. He's solid, but not a game changer. Kochetkov, same thing. So I do think the Devils have the edge there.
They're getting this Nishikin. What's the kid's name? The Russian takeover? Nikishin.
He's stuck. He can't get his visa right now. He's stuck in some crazy country over there waiting
right
for
now.
visa.
Yeah.
So
okay, well, they're going to get him. They will get him, and they'll have extra.
Yeah, but
guys.
I think it's you can't expect too much from a guy who's never played in the league, never played in Brandemore's system to come in. Like he might play well, but he's not going to be like a series breaker.
Chicklets memes. Pasha gets a girlfriend and abandons his Devils. Wow.
Wow, memes.
Wow.
He's not wrong though. He's crazy. He's got a new baby. It's his girl.
I mean, we've seen a definite shift in Pasha's world. There's no question. He's happier. He's nicer. He's more thoughtful.
I will say one thing to come from the girlfriend is I have a new Devils mascot here. If the picture will load.
What do you have, a cat?
Jesus,
do you guys get a fucking cat? Did you guys get a cat together?
This is a kid's show, Posh.
A hairless cat?
It's not loading on that thing, but I've got a little.
They got a fucking
lapdog, a Devil's lapdog
together.
No, it was her dog.
Oh boy,
you guys got a dog together.
It was her dog, but I converted him to the dark side as a little mascot. So I have not abandoned the Devils train memes. Fuck off.
It's the same size as most of your forwards, so it shouldn't work too well in the playoffs either.
That is unreal, Merles. That is so true. Holy shit, that's a good one.
All right, G,
so I think am I up next?
Yeah,
I got Hurricanes in 5. I'm kind of jumping on the Hurricanes bandwagon for this postseason. I love the Caniacs. I think they've had a tumultuous year, dealing with a lot of shit, a lot of strays that the fans, the great people of Raleigh, do not deserve. Teats, unreal bar, Pink Whitney's flowing there. So I got Hurricanes in 5.
Okay, and I had Carolina in 6 on Chicklets. My full breakdown, mainly it was just I liked Markstrom better than their goalies. I think he can get them a couple wins, but it's Carolina in 6. I really like Carolina too, like you said, G, and I would love to get back down there if that's the destination for the Eastern Conference Finals.
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely, baby. And I got to say this before you move on. Yep. Don't move on to the East yet. Okay. I'm doing a retraction. A retraction.
Ooh. Oh.
I was on Montreal, Columbus. I got sucked into the G vortex.
2 retractions already?
I'm doing a retract. What was my other retraction?
How are we going to keep track of all this?
No, I'm on Tampa.
You had Florida and then you switched.
I stretched it out. Yes, I did. It was not official. I gave my official proclamation, announcement, whatever you want to call it. I am going back. I'm going with Washington. I'm switching before we leave the East. Columbus, Montreal, great excitement. Thank you for great seasons. Thank you. Washington in 6.
Wow, late change. Right at the gate. We're heading on the plane to go out west, and he changes his ticket just like that.
Boom.
The East, it feels like it's a little weaker than the West, but the first series out west, we got to start with the top seed, Winnipeg Jets, -180 versus the St. Louis Blues, +155. The Blues were just on an amazing run. I got the stat here. The Blues won 20 of the last 27 games, only lost 3 of those in regulation. Coach Monty does it again, brings them to the playoffs. Boston's trying to lose games to get to the draft.
He's on fire today.
He's rolling.
I'm on my Blues in 7. I think that Binnington versus Hellebuck is going to be an incredible matchup. It's a
4 nations.
It's a 4 nations rematch. this Blues team's something special. Jimmy Snuggerud looked unreal last night. That was the first game I really got to dial in on him. And I just love everything about the Blues. You guys know that, from the GMs down to the coach, down to the players. Blues get it done, pull the upset. That's the 8 that beats the 1.
Oh, holy shit. I don't know if I can do this. You guys know me. I'm a Jets guy. I think on national TV up in Canada, I think I had a different pick. I got called out for it. You hang with the Jets all year, and finally, when it matters, when they drain a President's Trophy for the first time in franchise history, you jump off them, and I did. I think I got scared. I'm scared of their playoff performances. I'm scared of what Hellebuck could be in the playoffs. He's failed me before. Jets fans, you know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm coming from on this. It just hasn't been what we thought it was going to be come playoff time. I'm now flip-flopping from what I said on national TV. I'm coming back. I'm on the Jets. I'm on Luke Shen and not Braden Shen. I'm on the third line, maybe the best third line in the NHL grind line. I'm on Hellebuck. Come on, Hellebuck, please, for fuck's sakes, get it together, Hellebuck. This is your year, right? This is your year. Come on. I'm on the Jets, and I'm going to go Jets in 6. 6. Doesn't even get to 7. 6. Ooh. Sorry, Braden Shen. I love you. Western guy. Love Braden Shen, but Luke's going to take it.
I won't take too much time. Fuck.
I know. I like both these blue collar, good teams, good cities.
Won't take too much time. And take
Jets in 7. Jets in 7. Jets in 7.
Pasha.
You guys know I said it last year. I think the Jets are a fraud squad, dustiest core in the NHL, but I do think this year they win around. I see them beating St. Louis. They're not going to win the cup, but I think just with Hellebuck, they have the chip on their shoulder from last year's first round loss. Good for St. Louis for going on a heater and getting in, but I have Jets in 6.
Yeah, this series is going to be great. You know, you got the Shen Bowl, you got the Steen Bowl, you know, Jets legend Tomas Steen, his son Alex Steen, now assistant GM, St. Louis. 2 incredible fan bases, the whiteout, St. Louis, we just saw. It's going to be a good time either way. I would love to catch one of those games. We'll see how the spring goes here. But moving on, next series up is my team, the best team in the NHL, Vegas Golden Knights -190 versus the Minnesota Wild +160. We saw an incredible finish last night. The Wild clinched, but pulling the goalie, scoring with 20 seconds left, then inserting Marc-Andre Fleury in overtime and winning just to secure the spot to move up into this position. Vegas, Wild, who do you got, Army?
I'm going Vegas in 5. Plain and simple. I'm doing it. Nothing against Minnie. Like Minnie. Kaprizov's back. Ekman, whatever the fuck his name's back. Eriksson Ek. I got Vegas though. Too big, too deep, too strong. Star power and Eichel. I think they get it done.
I'm with you, Army.
G Money, move over to you. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I got Vegas in 5. I just I mean, I want Minnesota to be good so bad. Like, I would love for a deep playoff run for the state of hockey. Those fans deserve it so much. It hasn't been easy since the Wild came back to town. But yeah, I got Vegas in 5.
I got Vegas in 6 for basically all the reasons you said, Army. Just a wagon. Vegas in 6.
All right, you guys know my 18-1 Vegas ticket. I think they're down to maybe 10-1 already to win it. So I'm already in the right spot. There's no hedging going on with me. I know they're going to get through this series. And just like the infamous video, Army, from the original Chicklets Decathlon,
Vegas in 5. Vegas in 5.
This is a man who went to every single game of a Stanley Cup final, played in Las Vegas and Fort Lauderdale.
The Chicklets Decathlon is complete. Vegas in 5. Vegas in 5. So that was from a couple years ago, leaving Vegas with Whitney. I love that video. I know you do too, Army.
It's my favorite.
And yeah, congrats on a great career, Marc-Andre Fleury, but it ends in Vegas. And moving on, the biggest series between the Spit and Chicklets podcast, LA +115 versus Edmonton -135. Surprisingly, LA has home ice advantage, but they come in as the underdog. I'm taking Edmonton in 6. I just like to ride the big dogs. You got the 2 best players, and I've been chirping LA all year. I can't jump back on them now. I can't be a retract dog. I got to stick with what I said, and it's Edmonton minus 135, and it has to be in 6 games because they got to win at home. They can't win on the road there.
Like, what's going on? Skinner back? Skinner's not back. Skinner's back. We don't know. The big dogs are banged up. Okay, Ekholm out. I'm unsure. They're not what they were last year. They lost several key pieces. Is Kane back? Well, like, what's happening? I'm unsure. We've got chirps flying. I don't know. This is tough to do because of McDavid and Leon, but you know me. I liked LA too. I think LA's rock solid. I think they play a hard brand of hockey. We know this. I'm going LA in 7. I don't know why. I'm doing it though. I can't believe I'm doing it, but I'm doing it.
They're good. They are good. Gee, what are you thinking up there?
I mean, everything in me says to do what Army just said, LA in 7, especially because they have home ice. But
don't change your mind.
I can't pick against McDavid and Draisaitl in the first round. I can't. I don't think this Edmonton team has it this year. Like, I don't think they're gonna win the cup. But I have to go with Edmonton. I have to.
Damn
Edmonton in 7.
Fucking McDavid, hey? Like, I know. Leon. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. Because I know I'm going to be watching the game. McDavid's going to do something fucking insane. I'm going to be like, God damn it. Like, how did I bet against this guy?
He was hurt. He came back. He had 3 points, and they ripped off a win. And it doesn't matter. That's the thing. I'm an idiot, but I'm sticking with it.
Pasha, what do you got?
I'm going to go LA in 6. I think this is their year to finally exercise the Oilers' demons. I just think Edmonton's too banged up. I complain with them every year. I don't love their goaltending. LA's goaltending has been solid. They're a wagon at home. Like, how many regulation losses at home this year? Like
4.
Yeah, not many.
It's crazy.
So, and they're clicking. All their big guns are buzzing. So, yeah, I think LA in 6.
Wow. All right. And next up, the series every hockey fan has been talking about for months now since it kind of got lined up this way. It's Dallas minus 105 versus Colorado minus 115 on the DraftKings Sportsbook. Both made huge trades, got tons of weapons for the deadline. I think Colorado got even more. Heiskanen doesn't look like he's going to start the series, which is just a huge, huge loss. Colorado's had the ability to rest guys. A lot of them took the days off, the road trip to LA, and went and watched Landeskog playing the AHL, who's now available for them as an extra piece. Like, they didn't have enough forward pieces already. There is some health issues with them, but we'll see what happens there. I'll give my pick. I'm an Avs guy. You know that. Colorado in 6.
Yep, I got Colorado in 7, Merles. I'm coming right off you. Best series of the first round, Eron 93 in the chat. I agree. I think these are 2 deep quality teams, play a great brand, playoff brand style of hockey. What's going to happen? What could it be? I don't know, but I do like Colorado. I like their depth. I like their speed, and getting, Gabe back now is massive. I've got them in 7, Colorado in 7.
I got Colorado in 6. I just think this team is having almost like a storybook season. Like, what Chris McFarland has done, like GM of the year. Like, this team, we were looking at them in December, and it was like, oh, it's Nate, Mikko, and the rest of them, and Makar and the rest of them. You know what I mean? And now, I mean, they are so deep. Jack Drury's their 4th line center. It's like, this team is loaded, and they're getting Gabriel Landeskog back. It's like they could make a movie about this Colorado team. So Colorado is actually my cup pick this season. So I got Colorado. I got Colorado in 7 games here. But yeah, I love this Avalanche team. They're my pick this year.
Pasha. To me, it comes down to one thing: Miro Heiskanen. If it sounds like he's going to miss the whole first round. If he was healthy, Dallas in 7 was my pick. I think that team is such a wagon, all their young guns. But he's the best defender. Besides Makar, he's the best defender in that series. He's obviously Dallas' best defender. I just don't think they can win without him. And like G said, Colorado's got all this special stuff going on. I'm going to go Colorado in 6.
Colorado in 6. Okay, that wraps up our first round series previews, and they were brought to us by Body Armor Sports Drink. Body Armor is real hydration with electrolytes, coconut water, and no artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners. With your favorite flavors like strawberry banana and orange mango, but in a brand new look you're going to love. I got some sent over to me. I got this new one, the light, 20 calories.
Oh, that's nice.
Peach mango. I've been under the weather since the St. Louis meet and greet. Only reason I'm here today alive is the rehydration of this. Army's got the strawberry banana one. We love these. Nothing better than the Body Armor if it's you're sick or if you're hungover or if you're playing sports. Get it for the kids. There's sports. It's lacrosse season. It's spring hockey season. Anyway, it's sports drink. It keeps you hydrated. It's time to rewrite your routine and get rid of the sports drinks your grandparents drank. Get your Body Armor today at Walmart or a local grocery store near you. Body Armor. Choose better. So
unreal. 20%. What's a 20 calories light?
20
I like
calories.
that.
I
might have to do that Arm Zempic style. Just get it going.
Yeah, we all need
And
that.
hydrating.
Calories wherever we can get them. Those are our picks. Take them or fade them. We also have our picks of who we thought was going to make the playoffs before the season, so we can take a little peek at that and see how bad we were. But first off, here we go. Pacific Division preseason picks. Grinnell, 3 out of 3 right. Witt got 3 white. Edmonton, Vegas, LA. We all got what? 3 right. Biz, Edmonton, LA. Army. Me and Army only had Edmonton and Vegas. We did not have LA. Wow. Yeah, but we all had Vancouver, and that was our losses. So that's the Pacific Division.
Central Division right here. Now we roll over. These are our preseason picks once again. 2 for G, Witt 2, Biz 3. He's in there. He's working hard. Army 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Why did I do Nashville? I'm an idiot. I got bought and sold by the Barry Trotz Fugazi signings and everything. Didn't work out. Pasha 3. Merles, same with me. Right on the same lines. 4. Big time.
Nashville burnt everybody there.
Yep.
Nashville burnt everyone there. Here's our Atlantic Division where you see Boston burnt all 6 of us. I had Buffalo. What an idiot. They didn't make it. Witt had Detroit. What an idiot. They didn't make it. But the rest of us had the Florida, Toronto, Tampa. And we're all going to be surprised with the Ottawa and Montreal if they get in. And we had Ottawa and Montreal low, by the way, boys. Low.
Yeah.
Low.
Metro right here. Taking a glance through the Metro. New Jersey and Carolina's all I got. Why did the Rangers? I mean, what a fall from goddamn grace. And of course, I picked my Penguins. They were right there to the wire last year. I thought Sid would get them over the hump. Some big additions over the summer. Thought they could put it together. Caps. They pushed all the way to be one of the best teams in hockey this season. Pasha, Jersey, of course, he had them. Carolina. I can't see the other one. And Merles, he's got 2 teams as well. How about Columbus? Everyone had them in.
Everyone had them in last. Everybody had them come finishing last. Yes, that is true.
That's true.
Yeah, this is basically how we had them ranked
amazing Columbus, right? We love that.
Yeah. That's what you need. You need us to go against you. I tell you that all the time. That's why I warned the Western Michigan kid. You don't want us knowing you're on the radar. But it's always a fun time of year, the predictions. I love when these guys make the graphics for us. All the commenters are chirping us. And that's why we do it. It's a lot of fun. It's an exciting time. And before we get to show mindsies and kind of wrap up the show, I want to give a few plays out. I got Wednesday night plays tonight.
Yeah, what do you got tonight, bud?
There's a few games. It's not so interesting games. There's one interesting game, so I'm taking it. I'm taking the Canadians. I think they're going to get in. Canadians money line minus 125, and I'm taking Demidov over a half a point plus 110. Ooh. We saw his offensive instincts. He's going to get that done. And then I just see Red Wings Devils, meaningless game. Red Wings looking to get their cookies over 5.5, and the same out in Vegas and Vancouver game. Same thing, just cookies. Everybody's cookie hunting end of the season. Pump up those stats. It looks good come contract time. They don't care when they got them. So I'll take over 5.5 in that game too. So that's the Wednesday night picks before we get to Thursday where it's really meaningless games.
Thursday, Merles, really meaningless. very meaningless. Last game of the season, Washington at Pittsburgh here for me. I'm not working that game. It's a national game. But that's it. And then then it's on. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to do Philly Buffalo over 6.5. One last time watching this Sabres team get some goals. Philly's been scoring. I'll take the Rangers money line. And then I also threw in the Columbus money line because that might be a critical game if Montreal loses tonight. But either way, I think Columbus wins that game. They end their season on the high note. It's been an incredible season. Win or lose tonight with Montreal, I still take Columbus money line tomorrow night.
Wow.
Yeah. So
It could be a good finish between Montreal and Columbus as it's been right now, but like coming down the wire like that, Murr.
yeah,
Exciting
I was
stuff.
hoping to get some schedules out before this, maybe get a pick for Saturday or Sunday for the crew, but obviously I'll just update them either
Let's
Friday
update.
on Chicklets or on my Twitter. I'll be making videos and giving out picks. I will tell you there's one pick that I love that I'm doing. I put it in the group chat. It's a series pick parlay, Vegas and Toronto. You parlay them together on the DraftKings Sportsbook and you get plus 142 odds. So put a little money on there and you just kind of sit back for the next 2 weeks and enjoy the show. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I forgot I even put that in there. And your account goes ding, 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 just like it did on the parlay last night. Ding, 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 ding. So that's one last pick there. And let's move it over to show mindsies. And today we're going to start with the mindsies. And I'm going to go to you first, Army, for the mindsies.
For me, the mindsies, I'm sending fucking weather. All right. I don't know if I could just take the weather and just throw it in the mindsies, but I am. Plants are dying. Okay. Plants are dying. The wind is like howling and blowing. I got heaters in my backyard that have blown over, glass pipes in the middle breaking, like, you know, those like heaters that you buy at like Home Depot or wherever the hell you get them. Wind blowing them over, smashing. They're broken. I got to get rid of it. It's like, it feels like it's still kind of winter here in Pittsburgh and around other places, I'm sure as well. Like, it's goddamn cold out. Like, what are we doing here, weather? This is playoff time coming up, and he needs to be birds chirping, not freezing to death in their nests hiding from the elements. We can't have this. We need kids outside playing. We need this shit to start popping off. I don't know. I think that Puxatawny Phil saw a shadow a little while ago here in Pennsylvania, and he gave us 6 more weeks of cold-ass shitty weather, and I'm done with it. I'm stuck in it. It won't relent. It won't give us a break. We just want it. We want playoff weather. That's all we need. And I'm just chucking the weather merles in the mindsy. It's driving me insane. I go outside to get in my car. I take out the garbage, or I do this, and I actually go like, what the fuck? Because it's killing me. It's killing me. I'm done with it. I'm done with it, people.
All right. I love that. I love it. Pasha, you got a mindsies for us?
My mindsies, and don't worry, this is the last time this year you have to hear this, but my mindsies is the New York Rangers. It's where they belong for how shitty they've been playing. Joke of an organization.
Warning, the following statements are about to be made by a deranged Devils fan. The views expressed are his and his only. Take everything you hear with a grain of salt because, remember, he is a deranged Devils fan.
He's back.
On the ice, off the ice with the Dahan drama. You heard about what happened with Goudreau, Trouba, just a complete disaster on and off the ice. So mindsies organization, they should be relegated for next year. That's all I got.
Wow, relegated. Holy shit, that's hatred. That is lunatic
Relegation.
stuff right there. Someone said in the chat just now, I'm crashing out. Well, Army crashing out while taking the trash out. That's what I'm doing. Full-blown crash outs.
Gee, got anybody you're sending the mindsies?
Yeah, quick story for you guys. And I don't know if I told you guys this in St. Louis, but so I went out to breakfast. So I'm going to send the guy who sat next to me at breakfast to the mindsies. And I go to this great little breakfast place, unbelievable breakfast right in Clayton, right next to our hotel. And I sit down and I order a coffee and a orange juice. And then right away, I'm by myself, so I bury myself in my phone. I'm just heading the phone, and right away, she brings over an orange juice, and then probably 4 or 5 minutes later, brings over the coffee. And that's kind of when I pick my head up. So I see my coffee and I see my orange juice. During this time, a couple came and sat next to me at the little bar there at the little diner. So I look up and I didn't notice them come in and sit down. I was like, "Oh, is that your orange juice or mine?" And he goes, "Oh, it's mine." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So he grabs it, drinks it, and then about 2 minutes later, the waitress comes over to him and she's like, "Did someone take your order?" And he goes, "No, not yet." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "This guy just stole my orange juice." I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, I'm by myself right now. Like, it's 9 a.m. I don't want to say something right now, so I'll just bury him on game notes. But the guy just stole my orange juice right in front of my eyes. And then he ordered another one. He's like, "Yeah, I'll do an OJ, a coffee." I'm like, what
And put it on his tab.
yeah, I'm like, "You just stole my orange juice." It was crazy. It was a crazy story. It was freshly squeezed, and that's why I loved it so much. So yeah, shit. Fuck that guy. A giant piece of shit. You don't steal
Very
someone's orange juice
brazen.
at 9 a.m.
Yeah, that is real true mindsies. I didn't really have a mindsies. I talked about it already in my cold. I hate these lingering colds, and to go along with armies, like I think if it was warmer, it would be gone by now. So I'm sending colds to the mindsies. But my show, I got a real good show. The national championship viewership for the NCAAs was up 30%. The Frozen Four was up 7%. That's the best since 2018. So, we're doing our job. We're promoting the game. Everybody's helping out. Bucci, Johnny Laz, Colby Cohen, our little group of guys that really push the college hockey that we see at all these events. And that's to the show. College hockey is going up, and it's up to the show. And RPI is going right along with it. Coach Eric Lang, official press conference. So we'll see you there. G, while you're here, we're saving Army's show to the end. If you can't figure that out already, I think you have. We can give your show, or Pasha can jump on.
Pasha,
Right.
you jump.
Yeah.
Pasha, you jump in next here.
Pasha to the show.
Yeah, my show is these NHLPA player polls. I don't know if you saw it. They do every year. They released it yesterday. Just cool to get a perspective from the players themselves. Guys like us, armchair GMs, are giving our opinion nonstop every day, but it's cool to get a perspective of what the players think. And it's interesting. Sometimes it doesn't exactly line up with, what the stats say or whatever. So I just thought it's a cool insight into the game.
Yeah, with this one right here is who's the best overall skater. Obviously, Connor McDavid, 66%. Cale Makar, 11%. For the people.
Yeah, why do you think he
home.
included this one, Merles? Because his best friend Quinn Hughes is on there, and Jesper Bratt, he's the most underrated player in the NHL, is on there. That's why he loves the player polls.
Best
Sid,
overall
the most
forward,
complete.
73.89%. McKinnon, 9.62%. So, yeah, these are pretty cool. I saw a funny tweet on one of them. It was, is it best defenseman? You have that one? And I think it was Adam Fox, and it had it so low. And it's probably you, Pasha. It was probably you writing under it, Rangers hater. It's like, I didn't know 1.1% of the NHL was Adam Fox's family.
I think that was Dan Powers that tweeted that.
Yeah, you're right. It was the empty netter boy. So yeah, those are always really fun to see. And moving on, G, we got a show.
Yeah, I do. So quick little video here I wanted to play, and it's of Matt Martin, who future's pretty uncertain for him. Probably going to hang him up at the end of the season. Very emotional in his in what could be his final game here in Long Island. On Long Island, I'm sorry. Just a warrior, just a guy that, against all odds, made it to the NHL, made a career of himself, is the epitome of what it means to be from Long Island. You think of Long Island, the Islanders, you think of Matty Martin. So Posh, if you want to run that video of him, getting pretty emotional there at the end of the game.
About this, do you have any extra emotions this morning?
Yeah, a little bit for sure. Sydney will be happy about that because she's been on me a little bit about how I'm not emotional enough. But this is a special place. I've been so proud to wear this jersey. And be a part of this team and community. And sorry.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to do that to you.
You know, obviously don't know what the future holds, but, you know, through the good and the bad and the heartbreaks and all of it, it's always been a pleasure to be a part of this team and wear this uniform. So, you know, excited to get out there and play tonight and go from there.
I mean, just like the passion, it just the hockey world needs more guys like Matt Martin, especially everything he does off the ice, the community, the charities. He's a one of a kind guy. So stick taps to him, and you know he'll be missed. And yeah, excited to see what's next.
Yeah, he left, he came back, right? Like he's just like an Islander. He's an Islander, you know. He went to the big lights of Toronto, and then you know he came back there, and he just fits there. He's exactly how you see him right there. Like he's an all heart kind of guy for the Islanders. He sucked to play against. Like I had to play against him. He sucked to play against. Tough dude. Played hard every shift. Like could
I like
kind of
cried,
change
like,
the game.
I cried like when I watched that video the first time. I'm not an Islanders fan. Like I'm not like the biggest Matt Martin fan in the world, but like I saw that video and I'm just like, man, like it means so much to him. And like everyone remembers when like, you know, you're done and you're hanging him up for the last time, and it's emotional. So yeah, just a hockey guy in every aspect of the word.
Yeah. I'm going to give shout out off of that too. Well, go ahead, Merles.
Yeah, I'll finish up with him. He's married to Boomer Esiason's daughter, so he's a big media guy, New York legend. I can see him being part of that. But one of the saddest parts of the whole thing of Matt Martin is another guy with no visor is out of the NHL.
Yeah,
we're running out of them. We're running out of these guys, and it sucks to see.
Yeah, and shout out on the heels of this too. Big Rig, of course, Alec Martinez. The other night, Matt Martin, Logan Couture press conference the other day. You know, shut her down due to what is it? He has like a pubis. Some kind of like.
He was so good, boys. Like
pubis
Logan Couture,
pubis
inflammation or something. Bertuzzo looked like he was done. He was shaking hands with everybody in St. Louis last night.
Big Bobby
way out. And there was one other one. There's these big like ceremonies.
Yeah, this is happening all the time now. Hey,
there was one other one last night, and it's like, man. And they're not even that old. It's my brother's like, what's going on? I'm like, man, the game's getting too young. We're losing everybody.
Yeah. And then of course we know Fleury this year too. And you know, they put him in the game last night, which was a cool thing. And you never know when you're going to see these guys last. So congrats to all those guys. Hell yeah, G. Good show.
Before we get to your show, while we're talking Fleury, I should have said it during the series. Watch this. He's going to get in that series. Vegas is going to blow him out at one point, and Fleury's going to get in there and steal a game. He's gonna maybe. So moving on. It's what we've been waiting for all day, all week, all season, since last season. Army's show before we start the NHL playoffs.
And here we go, folks. Here we go. This is it. This is like last year, but better. Of course, it's better because we did it. You never know what's coming. You never know what's coming down the pipe. We never knew. But we did it. 82 games played. Blood, sweat, and tears all year. Riding the wave, riding your team up and down. Oh my God, 82 games. We went through it all. We did it, baby. You had Boston and Vancouver soap operas this year. Then the Rangers were like, hey, look at us. We want in on that. And they brought it too. And it just made for great news stories. Everything's happening. We had milestones galore all year long. 500 goals, boom, cashed 1,000 points. McDavid, block shots, Vlasic. We even had goalie Bob, fastest to 400 wins. Way to go, boys. Records also. The great Chase Ovi, thank you. That was insane. Absolutely unbelievable. Gretzky record down. We didn't think it could happen. Sid, 20 seasons of a point per game. I mean, another Gretzky record down. We also had 3 goalie goals this year, the most in NHL season, the most. It's crazy. Goalies are snipers. Nedeljkovic for Pittsburgh even had a goal and assist in the same game, which is a record. That was in Buffalo. Sorry, Buffalo took it on the chin again. But last year we survived an eclipse. This year, we're grinding through those tariffs. The tariffs had us. The tariffs, we all booing anthems and everything was happening. But we still kept our chin up, eyebrows down, and went into this season. In the middle of it, though, we had the Four Nations, baby. The Four Nations face-off. It brought us together. It was unbelievable. You got to be kidding me. Canada versus U.S.? Are you kidding? 3 fights in 9 seconds? Hell yeah, hockey. Hell yeah, we had that. Hell yeah, we were rolling. We had rookie race for the ages, and we still do. Hell, shout out to those rookies. Cheers. Winnipeg gets a President's Trophy. St. Louis went crazy down the stretch. Are we back in time? It's 2019 again? We'll have to wait and see. We had it all. We did it together. We all woke up to the best time of the year, though, today. It's the spring. I shit on the weather, but it's supposed to be spring. The warmth of the playoff weather is coming. Every night, every game, every play, everybody rides. Hugs when it's tough. Hugs when it's good. Cold ones flowing. I love this one. Patio drinks outside, games all night, little slower mornings. It's the playoffs, baby. It's the Stanley Cup. If you don't think you're ready, trust me, you are. Let's go, baby. It's the Stanley Cup playoffs, and we're getting started, and we did it together. Merles, G, Pasha, game notes. Everybody rides.
Let's go. He did it again. He does it again. Libby's ready to run through a wall. I'm ready to run through a wall. I might have to get this video up to Montreal Canadiens. Get it played on the big screen for them to get them into it. Unbelievable again, Army. You're the show. That is show. Zempic to the show. The comments are going nuts.
Fucking run through a wall type of shit, boys. Run through a wall, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. 82 games. That's a long time, Murr.
Yes, it
but
is.
We're ready.
We are ready. And one last prediction, one official last thing here for the 4 game notes, guys. Let's do Western Conference, Eastern Conference champion, and then your Stanley Cup champion. See if anybody can hit it. G, you get to go first.
I got the Colorado Avalanche coming out of the West, and I got the Tampa Bay Lightning coming out of the East. I'll see you boys at Hat Tricks in June.
I do like that one. I will give Army a little more time.
Yeah,
we're going to go to Pasha. Pasha is ready. We'll go to Pasha.
Once again, I don't know what's going on today. Me and G are on the exact same page. I got Tampa, Colorado in the finals, and Colorado besting them.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good pick. It's tough for me to pick against Colorado, but we know enough about my Vegas future that my foundation of my new house is riding on. It's Vegas versus Tampa, and I got Vegas bringing it home. Chicklets Air will get off the ground this year because that's a big trip, and that's a tough trip for 7 games of the finals.
I don't know what I'm going to do, G. I don't know, Murr. I don't know. I hear it. I feel it. I'm looking down right now, east-west, and I'm going Tampa Bay. I'm coming up with this sneaky, solid rock star team that does, is better than people give them credit for. I think they've been sneaky all year. They're going to make some noise. They get through Florida in that first round. I think they just put the pedal down. And on the other side, Murr, I like Winnipeg. I'm a Winnipeg guy, but I'm going to have to go with your Vegas Golden Knights to get it done. Winnipeg, I love you. Winnipeg, I'll have a tear in my eye. Winnipeg, I want you there. Winnipeg, you're my team that I want, but I think it's going to be the bad guys, the darkness, the hatred of Vegas that will come through in the end. The Vegas Golden Knights, Tampa Bay final. And I'll go. Are we picking the finalists? Are we picking the winner?
Why not? Throw it out there.
Fuck. Oof. Cinderella story out of nowhere. Tampa Bay Lightning win. Stanley Cup champions. I don't know.
All right. We'll be in a war if that's the final. I plan on going to every game in the finals if it's Vegas and cashing on that ticket. But that brings this episode to a close. Got to thank the chat. Got to shout out our incredible sponsors, DraftKings. Even though we took all your money last night, we love DraftKings. We love Body Armor, the new sports drink right here. Peach Mango Light, 20 calories. It's got me up and running. Doing a million things today, Army. I was out. You would never believe what I was doing today.
What were you doing?
I was out with Big Mike. You know Mike Alex from Chicklets Cups. We're
Yeah,
out
we
doing the measurements for my foundation on my house out there with the spray paint and the 50-foot tape measurer, winds blowing. But we got it done. We got it all staked out. It's ready to get dug. We're getting close.
That's exciting.
And then we're going to go nuts. This thing is going to have to get run on super speed to get me in there. But the body armor has fueled that. It fueled that project today. Tomorrow, Frozen 4 vlog comes out 12 noon. Check that out.
At Game Notes Bud on X and at Game Notes on Instagram. Come check us out. Follow, subscribe, click on everything that's good that we need. I don't even know how to say that. I'm a boomer. But we need that, Merles. We need that. We need that love.
Comment on our stuff, subscribe, chirp us, brag about us, pump us up, put us down. We can handle the punches back and forth.
Love you, chat.
Game notes every Wednesday now. Every Wednesday. It's been some juggling with my schedule. Probably yours too, Army. We got moved Friday to Wednesday because Chicklets is Friday. Chicklets is Monday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're coming at you from all angles with vlogs too on Thursday. So tune in to everything. And there it is. Chicklets 400K subs. Whoa.
Wow.
This has got to be fired up for that.
It's huge.
We'll have to give him that info later. I don't think that's come across the chat yet. So somebody can break that news to Biz later today. He'll be all fired up. And thank you guys. Thank Pasha. Thank G. Thanks all the other guys in the back. Arm Dog, thank you.
See you next week.
Send us
big
away
boy.
again. Send us away.
See you.